wanted to kind of share with you guys the biggest struggles in my journey. The biggest one being is cardio. So from being so heavy, 742 pounds, to losing this weight, to trying to lose more weight, the biggest thing for me is that I've wrecked my knees, I've wrecked my back, I have wrecked my ankles. There is so much arthritis and just wear and tear from carrying that much weight. That is just, it's tough because you kind of have to push through the pain, but you also have to kind of like be a little bit aware of like, how much pain can I push through? So my knees are constantly in pain. My back, because it's just so weak from being so front heavy, it's something that I have to constantly like work on posture, and I have to work on stretching, and I have to figure out the best ways to move my body in the most effective ways to get results and not want to like die on the couch. So it's tough and it's a struggle, and there's tears because I did this to myself. Like I didn't love myself enough to stop eating. I hated myself and I hated life. And so it makes me so sad now, trying to come out on the other side, that I didn't love myself enough to do something about it, that I hated myself that much, that I would be willing to leave my beautiful husband and child because of weight, because of what. And so now going through therapy and finding out like all of my past issues and stuff, it just makes me sad that I would do that to myself. And I own what I've done. Like, nobody force-fed me McDonald's, nobody force-fed me to hide food around the house, nobody forced me to stay on the couch and do nothing, and I fully own and I am fully responsible for everything that I did to my body. But now's the work, like a lot of work, and I push myself with these goals and I push myself with these things that I want to do, and sometimes I ask myself, I'm like, do you push yourself so hard because you're punishing yourself for all the shit you did to yourself before? Or are you pushing yourself because you want to see if you can do it? And so there's that fine line that I'm walking right now. A little bit of my feels today, just odd. But yeah, I own it. I own my shit. I own what I've done, and I own that this was something I did to myself. No one did this to me. It was me. And so now I have to deal with the consequences and deal with the pain and all the things that go along with it. It's tough, but I'm here for it. So there's two types of pain. There's physical pain and emotional pain. And I think when the physical pain comes up, it also brings up the emotional pain. And the emotional pain, to me, is 10 times worse than the physical. Having to like deal with those emotions, it's so much easier to run to a cake and just feel numb and get rid of those feelings with the euphoria of eating a cake. But when you sit in it, when you feel it, let it come over you in waves and deal with that part of it, that's the work right there. That's how did you lose all the weight? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, physical exercise and nutrition. But this was still the hardest part. Mindset, the emotions, the therapy, the work. This is 10 times harder. A treadmill, lifting weights, counting macros. The inner girl in here who keeps telling herself that she's not good enough, that's the constant battle.
You missed it. Hell yeah! It works.
I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool.
Probably nothing.
Okay, you know how to do a 3-way neck stretch?
Like side, side, back.
Well, like sides, side and front, side and back.
Okay.
That's what I want you to do, like 6 times a day.
Okay.
Just to open up that levator. I'll show you as soon as you sit. Because it's just your levator catching. So basically like here to here is catching, and then it's jacking up your shoulder and pulling to the front.
Okay.
And then it's probably pulling down, and that's why you're like feeling it even into that left hip now.
So it's tuck the chin, pull.
Yeah, I'll show her right away. Come sit for me, facing Connor.
That's all the stretching I have to do.
You can have a seat here.
Facing me.
Because you're not facing Connor.
Yep, that's the opposite of facing Connor.
It's all good. You can stay there. So this side, tuck hand under the butt, and then you're doing just like a pull here,
Across.
10 seconds, and then the same thing but pulling a little bit more forward. That's where you should feel it the most there.
It's the cross the stretch.
And then the third one is ear to shoulder again and pull back into extension so you feel it into there.
Oh.
So both sides, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, but 3, 4, 5, 10 times a day. The one forward and down is where you're going to feel it the most, but that's going to make the biggest difference. Okay? You are free of my torture today.
Thank you.
Yay. Good job. She's doing the transformation, right? So.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so this is Dr. Drew Jameson, and we have Janelle hooked up to a drip. So what you see up here is a Myers bag. So that's a mixture of vitamin C, B vitamins, calcium, magnesium, and then zinc and selenium. So it's kind of like a multivitamin and mineral. And it goes straight through the line, directly into her vein here. So this is a good way to bypass the digestive system, get the body all the nutrients it needs. And so really good for athletes, people that are working hard, sweating a lot, going through a lot more nutrients than the average person might be. And for anyone dealing with gut issues or illness, this is a good way to bypass the digestive system and get all the nutrients into the body. So this usually takes about 25-30 minutes, and then we finish off with some glutathione, which is a good antioxidant, also for the immune system, brain health, liver health, and it will also give her a metabolism boosting shot and fat burner. So that's all to come, and there she is, just in the comfy recliner chair hanging out.
Best part of my week.